Welcome to Auto Explorer. In this video, we take a deep dive into the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom, Honda's latest take on their iconic midsize cruiser. Revered for its stripped-down styling, old-school soul, and bulletproof reliability, the Shadow Phantom has long been the choice of riders seeking an understated but commanding presence on the road. But what does the 2025 model bring to the table? Let's find out. A legacy that rides on. The Honda Shadow line has been a staple in the cruiser segment since the 1980s. Over the years, it's carved a reputation for being accessible, stylish, and built to last. The Phantom variant, in particular, represents the minimalist spirit within the Shadow family. Matte finishes, blacked-out components, and a low-slung silhouette give it an unmistakable stealth appeal. For 2025, Honda has doubled down on this heritage while subtly refining the formula to meet modern expectations. Design, stealth with substance. At first glance, the 2025 Shadow Phantom remains unmistakably true to its roots. Its blacked-out engine cases, exhaust pipes, and spoked wheels blend seamlessly with the new matte color options, which include an updated dark graphite metallic and a new crimson black pearl. The designers have tightened up the lines, giving the tank a slightly sharper profile while retaining that classic teardrop shape. One of the more noticeable updates is the new LED lighting package. The headlamp retains its retro round housing but now casts a brighter, whiter beam that improves nighttime visibility. Turn signals have been slimmed down but are more visible, adding to the bike's urban stealth vibe while enhancing safety. The seat has been resculpted with more supportive foam and new stitching, giving riders better comfort on longer cruises. Engine and performance. The heart of the Shadow Phantom is its tried-and-true 745 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin engine. It's a motor known for its bulletproof reliability, strong low-end torque, and that deep, satisfying rumble cruiser fans crave. For 2025, Honda has tuned the fuel injection system to be more responsive, providing smoother throttle input across the rev range. Power output remains modest by modern cruiser standards, but that's exactly the point. With around 44 horsepower and 47 pound-feet of torque, the Phantom isn't about blistering speed. It's about easy, relaxed riding with just enough punch to overtake traffic or power out of a corner. The final drive is still shaft-driven, a rarity in this segment, but one that underscores Honda's commitment to low maintenance and long-term durability. Riding dynamics. The 2025 Shadow Phantom sits low with a seat height of just over 25 inches, making it incredibly approachable for riders of all sizes. The forward-mounted pegs and pulled-back handlebars promote an upright, slightly leaned-back riding posture, striking a balance between laid-back cruising and confident control. Suspension is handled by 34mm front forks with 5.1 inches of travel and dual rear shocks adjustable for preload. This setup soaks up urban potholes while remaining composed on backroad sweepers. While the Phantom is no canyon carver, it's agile enough for tight city corners and stable enough for highway hauls. Braking gets a subtle but welcome upgrade this year. The single front disc and rear drum setup has been replaced by discs front and rear, paired with a new standard ABS system. This brings the Phantom in line with current safety expectations without losing the bike's classic vibe. Modern touches. The 2025 model subtly integrates modern tech while staying true to its roots. The minimalist analog speedometer remains, but now includes a small LCD inset for essential info like fuel level, gear indicator, and trip meters. It's a nod to riders who prefer simplicity but still want the basics at a glance. Another modern touch is the addition of a new smart ignition system. Riders can now opt for a keyless start, adding convenience without compromising the bike's retro appeal. USB-C charging comes standard under the seat, perfect for keeping a phone or GPS powered up on longer trips. Customization potential, make it your own. One of the Shadow Phantom's enduring appeals is how easily it lends itself to customization. Honda acknowledges this and has expanded their official accessories catalog for the 2025 model. Riders can choose from new blacked-out exhausts, passenger backrests, saddlebags, and custom seat options. Whether you're going for bobber minimalism or a more touring-friendly setup, the Phantom is a perfect canvas. The aftermarket community for the Shadow series is vast, so finding parts and inspiration is never an issue. From ape hangers to shorty fenders, the Phantom can be molded to reflect a rider's personality without losing its essence. Who is the 2025 Shadow Phantom for? The 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom is a bike for riders who value style and substance in equal measure. It's not for those seeking maximum horsepower or cutting-edge tech, but for those who want a machine that looks timeless, sounds soulful, and won't let them down when the miles pile up. Newer riders will appreciate its low seat height, forgiving power delivery, and easy handling. Seasoned riders will find joy in its old-school charm and how it begs to be personalized. The Phantom slots neatly into that sweet spot where classic cruiser design meets everyday practicality. Value that's hard to beat. In a motorcycle market that sees prices climbing year after year, the Shadow Phantom remains refreshingly affordable. Honda's build quality and reputation for reliability mean that owners can expect minimal upkeep and strong resale value. Insurance costs tend to be reasonable, too, making this an attractive option for riders who want a stylish, dependable cruiser without breaking the bank. Riding into the future. Honda's approach with the 2025 Shadow Phantom shows that sometimes less really is more. Rather than chasing trends, the Phantom doubles down on the qualities that have made it a perennial favorite: timeless design, rugged simplicity, and a ride experience that feels authentic. In a world of increasingly complex motorcycles packed with rider modes, electronics, and endless custom maps, the Phantom reminds us why the cruiser style endures. It's about the connection between rider and machine, the open road, and the unmistakable V-twin soundtrack that hums beneath you. Final thoughts. The 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom isn't trying to reinvent the cruiser category. Instead, it refines a winning formula that has stood the test of time. Subtle upgrades like LED lighting, ABS, improved comfort, and practical tech additions ensure that it stays relevant without sacrificing its soul. For riders who crave a minimalist aesthetic paired with everyday usability, the new Shadow Phantom is a solid choice that won't disappoint. It's proof that in an age of constant change, sometimes sticking with what works, and doing it really well, is all you need. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to Auto Explorer. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more in-depth motorcycle reviews and explorations of what's new in the world of two wheels. Let us know in the comments, what do you think of the new Shadow Phantom? Would you ride one, or do you prefer your cruisers with a bit more flash? Until next time, keep the rubber side down and ride safe.